Hi everyone, Tori here with another December daily video. So if you didn't know, every day during the month of December I am going to be doing a December daily video. Some of them, like for the first few weeks, will be like prep and getting ready, and then after that I'll show some videos on like how I put my December daily together. So if you haven't seen this yet, go back and check out the days before those videos. And check back tomorrow for another December daily video by me, Tori. So today I sort of wanted to show you how I am getting started with the kits. So I am using the Ali Edwards main kit, as well as the what's it called? Oh dear. Jasmine Jones. For some reason I wanted to call it Nora Jones, but I think that's because I was thinking of one of my friends, Nora. But Jasmine Jones kit as well, so you'll see things from both kits. So one of the first things I do is I get the Project Life cards ready. So the first thing that I will probably do is round all these corners. Now, if you've been watching my Project Life videos, which I do pretty regularly, you know that I love rounded corners. So I round all my corners. That's just the way I go. So what I'm going to do is round the Project Life cards that came in the main kit and the Jasmine Jones kit now, so that when I'm doing my December daily, it's a lot easier. And the truth is that I would round the corners anyways, so I might as well get that started now in advance, so that when I'm making the pages, it's ready to go. So I'm going to do that. That's one thing I'm going to do, and then I'll come back in a little while and show you that afterwards. But I also wanted to show you what I do with all of these 6x8 papers. So the two kits, I mean, I got a mini kit and the main kit, and look at all this paper. So there's no way that I will be using all of this paper as full 6x8. Some of it I will be using as Project Life cards. So what I want to do before the month starts, or before I really dive in, is I want to cut these into Project Life cards. Now, some of them I want to keep as full sheets because in my December daily I do use full sheet pages. So I sort of thought it might be interesting. I mean, I'm not sure, but I thought it might be interesting for you to see like how I make my decisions as to like which papers to keep full sheets and which papers to cut down into 3x4, 4x6 cards. So the first thing I know for sure is looking at the main kit and the Jasmine Jones kit, I know that I don't want to cut down these transparent sheets. I probably will use them as full sheets. If I do decide to cut them down, I'll probably want to do that like when I get there. So I'm going to put those aside because I know those I want to keep as full 6x8. There's also, I think these came in the main kit, some specialty papers. So this one, I don't know if you can see that, it has some like embossing on it, and this one is gold foil. So I know for sure I want to keep these as full sheets and use them as full sheets. So I'm going to put those aside. The other thing I knew is that the Jasmine Jones kit came with 2 of each paper. So that makes my decision making so much easier. I love that. So I'll keep 1 for the full sheets, and then I will cut 1 down into Project Life cards. So let's see. I had divided this earlier, but then I think I messed it up again. So yes, I did. Okay. So I'm just going to divide those out now. I'm going to probably speed this up and play some music. So this will be my Project Life pile, and this will be my full sheets pile. So I love that the Jasmine Jones kit came with that. I love that feature. I wish the main kit had come with that. Last year when I got the main kit, I think that I don't know if they made extras, so they gave everybody 2 copies or what they did, but last year I got 2 copies of each of the papers in the main kit, and that was so nice. So, these gold foil sheets are amazing. I think I'm probably going to put one of these up on my wall and one of them will go in my Project Life, or one of them I'll save for next year. So I'm going to keep both of those as full sheets. I might have switched my piles here. I have these, which have grid lines on them. Normally I would put one in each pile. This is my Project Life pile and this is my full sheets, but I don't think I will use either of these as a full sheet. It's not really a design I love that much, so I'll probably cut them both down into Project Life. One of those for Project Life, one of those for full sheets. I love this cute little twinkle. I think that would look so cute on a 4x6. And then again, this one I won't use it as a 6x8, so I'll cut both of those down. Let Your Heart Be Light. So this one won't really work if I cut it into pieces, so that I'm going to keep full sheet. And then some more gold foil specialty, so I'll keep those both as full sheets. This one again, the design doesn't really work to be cut down, so I'm going to keep that as a full sheet. And that one script, that's like my favorite verse ever. I'm going to keep that as a full sheet too. So then there's two of these. So I'm going to put one in each pile. Again, another one with script, so I'm going to keep that full. This one, I wonder what size this is. Just going to grab one of my Project Life cards. Yes, okay. So this is just a scrap piece of paper, but I know it's 4x6. And it fits perfectly over this Merry Christmas. So what I think I'll do is I'll cut that down to 4x6. So I am going to put that in the Project Life pile. Okay, the calendars I'm going to keep whole. I have two of those. I'm going to cut both of those down because I don't love it again. That's okay that I say that. Okay, I'm going to keep one of those whole, one of those I'm going to cut down. Almost done with the Jasmine Jones, so that I'm keeping whole, and these two I'm going to keep whole too because they won't really work cut down. Okay, now those are all the Jasmine Jones papers, so thankfully there's two of each, so that made the decision making factors a lot easier. Plus they're all only one-sided, so that makes it super easy too because I only have to look at one side. The rest of these papers are from the Ali Edwards main kit. And I happen to know that every single paper is double-sided, as well as every single paper has cut-aparts on one side and a solid on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn these all to the cut-apart side. Cut apart. That way I can easily look at them. They're sticking together a little bit. I really actually like the fact that there's cut aparts on one side and a solid image on the other. That way you could use either side. The only thing is that, like, if I really love, say, this cut apart, but I also love this side, and then I'm sort of stuck. The other suggestion that I do have, though, is I know that Ali has digital copies of all of these papers available on her website. So if you really love something a lot, you could get the digital copy. That's like too much work for me. I really want to keep my December daily like simple, which is like not what it's going to be because I love embellishing it. But I want to keep it simple in terms of like keeping like the amount of work I have to do simple. So anyways, so the first thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take out any sheets that I know, I'm going to look at the solid sides and I know for sure that I love and I want to try to use it as a solid. So I'm just going to look here. I love all of these, but there's some, just looking for them. Like this one, Merry, Happy, Love, and Joy. I think this would look so cute with a photo down here. So I really want to keep that as a full sheet. So regardless of what's on the back, I'm going to try to keep that full. This one's another one. I think that would look really good as an intro paper. So I'm going to keep that whole. This one too, I like the design. I think it would be really cute with some photos there. So I'm going to keep that whole. I love the font and the script writing there. So I'm going to try to keep that one and this one. Okay, can we just stop for a moment and admire the gorgeousness of this paper? The wood grain and the winter theme. And I love this. It's so pretty to me. So I know that I definitely want to keep that whole. Good cheer, Merry Christmas, 'tis the season, merry and bright. So I'm not a huge orange fan, but I do like the font. So then I'm stuck, right? Because I'm like, love the font, but I don't want to use orange. I think this year, like I think I've said in other videos, I really want to try to stick with more traditional Christmas colors, along with like gold and silver and maybe some pink. But orange is not really a traditional Christmas color. So even though I love the font, I don't think I want the orange color. So I'm going to use it as a cut apart. So I'm going to stick that there. I love this like blanket knitted coat, sweater, or whatever. So I think I want to try to keep that solid. And also I really love Allie's writing here, so I'm going to try to keep that solid. Okay, so these are the papers that I really like, but I'm okay if I cut them down. Now, I think I've been left with a whole bunch of solid ones, so I have lots to choose from. I'm just thinking here if there's anything that I really want to keep solid. I think I might keep like a couple of these just so that I have some more options just in case. So I really like this one, so maybe I'll keep that. And I think I want to try to keep one of these ones that has like a really simple design on it, so that I have something like if I want to go with a solid design. Let's see. I love the Christmas trees. So, and I also love this silverish one. It looks sort of like silver sparkles. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep those two solid. And then these ones I'll add to the cut aparts. And see, I know for sure I don't want to use navy, so I will use the cut apart. And I like this pattern, but I don't think I want it in a full page because it's too busy. So I will use it as a cut apart. I really love this. The thing I love the most is the pink. But again, there's that orange color, which I said I didn't really want to introduce. So I'm going to put that there. This one's pretty, like it's a similar design to the one that I really like that I said earlier. But it's also really busy, so I think I'm going to use it as a cut apart. I'm not a huge green fan. It's Christmas though, so I do want to use green, but probably the cut aparts I like Eat, Drink, and Be Merry and Hello Christmas. I'm not a big ho 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 fan. Like, I don't know, Santa's not, like when you're single and in your 20s, Santa's not like as important as if you had kids. So anyways, okay, so I feel pretty confident that I've got lots of full sheets here to work with and to like come up with ideas. These ones I'm going to use as cut apart sheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them down to, I'm going to cut down the design that's on there. Now, what I wanted, I'm not going to do that on screen because you guys don't necessarily need to see that. But what I wanted to show you was how I've decided how I'm going to cut down the large sheets that have just one pattern. So in order to have lots to work with, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one 4x6 and then two 3x4s. If later I want more 3x4s, I can cut that 4x6 in half. So it's fairly easy because my, what do you call this? Trimmer has the lines on it. So there you go. I've got one 4x6 and then this one I'm going to cut in half and have two 3x4s. So there I've got lots to work with. And it's the same thing with the rest of these designs. That's what I'm going to do. Make one 4x6 and one 3x4. The only other one that I wanted to show you was this Merry Christmas one, because I'm not going to do that, because if I did that, I would cut off half of Christmas. But instead, I really want to keep the Merry Christmas together as a 4x6. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to arbitrarily trim off some of that red. And then on the bottom, I'm going to line up to see what 4x6 equals. And look at that. It's perfect. So if you want to do the same thing, I cut, let's see what this is. I cut 1 3/4 off the top. And then I guess if you know math, you know what the amount is. But it's about 2 1/4 or whatever off the top. And then I'm left with a 4x6 that perfectly says Merry Christmas. So, and then these will just go into my scrap bin. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the camera off. I'm going to cut down all these cards. I'm going to round all the corners. And then when I'm done that, I'll come back and maybe talk a little bit more. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, so I'm back. I've cut apart all of those cut aparts. And I rounded all the corners, so that's all good to go, and I love that. It took a while. It probably took like half an hour, but it's so much nicer now because when I'm doing my pages, I won't have to go back and round them later. And if you're wondering, I am using the We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile Corner Chomper, the blue handle, and I decided to use the 1/2 inch. Normally I use the 1/4 inch, but I actually really liked how big the round was on it, so I think that'll be nice, and I'll just be consistent throughout my whole album, so that was fine. The last thing I want to show you is how I'm going to organize these cards. So I want to organize them ahead of time. That way it's a lot easier when I'm actually scrapbooking. Forgot a corner here. And it'll just make it easier when I'm actually doing the December daily pages to actually have the cards like somewhat organized. So the way that I'm going to organize them is I'm going to decide which side I like better first. And for some of them it'll be easy, like because some of them will only have white on the back, so that'll make it super easy. For some of them, it'll be a little more difficult. So if it is, I'll speed the video up as I'm going. But if there's a section that I want to like tell you like why I decided one side over the other, I'll let you know. So. Okay, so this card's a little hard because I do love both sides. So deciding between this red side and the Christmas trees, I think somewhere else in here, oh, here, there is that red pattern. So I think I'm going to go with the Christmas trees for that one, just to keep it easy. And then these ones have white on the back, which makes it so easy to decide. Okay, so that is the 4x6. I'm going to do the exact same thing with 3x4s, and I'm going to speed you up for that. Okay, I've gone through and sorted them, and I sorted them into like my favorite sides up. While I was going through them, I found these two cards, and I know right now that I'm not going to use them, so I'm going to take them out and put them with the rest of my Project Life cards. The reason I'm not using this one is I don't like the color, and I don't want to use navy blue. And the reason I'm not using this one is because that side is a cut apart from the 6x8, so I can't use that. And then this side just has the number 10 on it, and I know that I don't want to use the numbers on Project Life cards like this. I have a different idea for numbering my days, so those two cards are going to go away. into my stash or whatever, and I'll use them like in a non-holiday kind of card. And then I'm going to put the rest of these cards into my setup for Project Life. And I'm actually going to be, or not for Project Life, for December Daily. I'm going to use this tray. It's got 3 sections, and it fits the 3x4 cards. It does not fit the 4x6 ones. It fits them diagonally, so I might do that, but it doesn't fit them like straight on. So I might put them in diagonally, but I'm going to put the 3x4 cards in here. And then I'm going to put some embellishments in there. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I'm doing December Daily, I like to get all of my other stash items away and just have out the December Daily items. And I am going to organize these cards a little bit just to help me as I'm scrapbooking. And I wanted to tell you just quickly how I was going to organize it. I'm organizing it similar to how I organize my Project Life cards regularly, and I do have a Workplace Wednesday video up on my channel if you want to go see that. I'm going to organize them by color, but also a couple other like organizations, and I think that'll make it easier for me when I am doing Project Life. Or when I'm doing December Daily. I think it'll be easier for me when there is, like, when the cards are organized. And, because then I'll be like, oh, I need a title card, and I'll go look for a title card. Or, oh, I need a plain card. Or I need a journaling card, and then I can go look there. So, basically, that's the 3 categories I'm doing. I'm trying to keep the categories fairly simple. Just to help me, like, not make this process too overcomplicated. I really am trying to be simple. I mean, it's not, like, crazy simple, but I am. So, this category here is, like, designs or, like, whole page design cards. This category is titles, and then this category is going to be journaling or journaling prompts. So basically the way I decide is I look at it and it's got a whole design, so it'll go there. This one's got space for journaling, and it sort of gives you an idea for what to journal, so that'll go there. Again, that one has lots of space for journaling. And then if it's got a big title on it, like this has a title, I'm going to put that there. I think it makes it easier to do my December Daily when, like, my cards are organized like this, because, like, typically I'll put the photos in, and then I'll want at least one journaling space. Maybe I'll want, like, a title, or I'll want some plain cards that I can, like, layer photos over top of. So, and also, I have a pretty good memory when it comes to, like, what items I have. So, I'll think to myself, oh yeah, there was a Bah Humbug card. And then if I'm doing a day about, like, something that didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen or whatever, I'll know that it's, like, in the title cards. Okay, so now that I have the 3 categories, I'm going to also sort them roughly into, like, rainbow order. Now, obviously, there's not a ton of cards here, so it's going to be a lot easier to do rainbow order. Or it should be. It should be fairly quick. So this one has multiple colors on it, so it's going to be like a rainbow category. This is mostly greens, and then I'm going to have a pile for blacks and golds, and a pile for red. And then I guess I'll do a pile for blue because there's also blue tones in here. So this, maybe I'll do gold foil. Black and white. You know, when I'm doing these process videos, I think to myself, I wonder if people are watching this and thinking I am absolutely bonkers for organizing cards like this. Why didn't I just go through them and use them? Can you just, like, leave me a comment below telling me, like, when you're getting ready for December Daily, do you organize like this, or do you just sort of, like, put everything in a pile and then, like, use it? Am I, like, crazy here to do it like this. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm on camera, I'm feeling like extra self-conscious. And normally I wouldn't feel that way, but I am now feeling that. So hopefully you guys don't think I'm crazy. And if you do, well, that's too bad, I guess. Too bad for you because you're the one watching this video. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I'm so weird. I like organizing. I don't know. I find it easier to play with my stuff when it's organized, so I don't know that. I mean, it works for me, but if that doesn't work for you, then do what works for you. So, see, it's fairly easy. It's going pretty quickly. I think what's the easiest is that they're all basically the same colors. So, like, I have a red category, or like a mostly red. I have a black, white, and gray. I have a blue, green, black and white. I have a rainbow pile, because there's some cards that have more than one color on them. And then I also, in the other ones, did a gold foil category because there were some gold foil, like, specialty cards. And then I'm doing, like, a cream brown category. Is that a category? I don't know. And then I just sort of put them in order. I don't know if it's order or what it is. Anyways, I think that'll make it super easy for me to, like, go through the cards. Because the red ones are there, and then green, and then they're roughly together so that if I'm like, if the photos are mostly reds, I can look through the red pile and go, oh, okay, those are the ones I have. Anyways, okay, so those are organized. I'm going to do the same thing for these 4x6 cards, but I will do that off camera because you're probably tired of looking at me or listening to me because you're not really looking at me. Anyways, I hope you're having a lovely December. I wanted to say thank you so much for joining me, and check back tomorrow for another December daily video, and I hope you have a lovely day.